Welcome to Davy Jones' locker. Root beer? Thank you, Joshua. No. Why? Robert? Why did everything go wrong? Well, Robert, the detectives were snooping and we weren't careful enough, I guess. They too states the obvious, Joshua. But it's true. Ugh. You never were a very composed pilot, Robert. That's certainly true. Well, how was I supposed to know there were detectives aboard the ship? We didn't, and that's why we're dead. Look. I wonder what they want. They sure are looking at us weird. You can't tell what they want. They want to hear our story. Our story of sad failure. The ultimate story of our deaths. I suppose it is a pretty funny story. Funny? It's horrible. You have to remember, he has a very interesting sense of humor, Robert. I guess that's true, Demetrius. So, we three pirates were trying to take over Captain James Colbain's ship. He's now a pirate, mind you. By killing one passenger every night to strike fear into the other passengers until they mutiny and give the ship over to us. It didn't work out too well for us because there were detectives practically watching our every move and we all ended up dying one by one. The end. Oh, come on, Robert. Look how unsatisfied the audience looks. Yes, you've got to tell it better than that. Fine. Then tell it, we will. The Main Deck by Alison Goetz. Okay, mates. The first night aboard Colbain's ship brings the first death. Who shall we kill tonight? I say we put an end to Mr. McPherson. How's that, Robert? Fine. What do you think, Demetrius? That sounds good to me. I'm not gonna break. 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 I've been operating under highly restrained feelings for vengeance, and I'm not gonna break now! Robert paced the bow of the boat. Unfortunately, a detective had spotted him after hearing a shout that put an end to Mr. McPherson. I am absent-minded sometimes, it's true. That's why we call you our absent-minded pirate, AMP for short. The crew had been convinced that Robert was a pirate and were preparing the news. A sailor, Benjamin Butler, was sent to fetch Robert. Mr. Culliford, you're needed immediately. Shh. You will refer to me as the dreaded pirate Robert Culliford, terror of the high seas. We fought for hours. No, you didn't. Yes, we did. I was clearly the better swordsman. But Benjamin had a poisoned sword, and so the minor cuts I received were more deadly than I expected. I soon realized this, however, because my strength was quickly fading. I fought long and hard before I landed with a loud thump on the deck. Dead. I fought heroically. What? You gotta be kidding me! That's not what happened! Yes, it is. No, it isn't! You were fighting and then you slipped on the wet deck and fell to the ground. Benjamin, holding his sword up to your neck, forced you to your feet and led you to the noose, where you were hung. Yeah, Robert! Fine, but what does it matter? Continue the story. Okay. What happens next? We gave Miss Chrissy Delacroix a nice watery grave. Oh, a letter! Oh, it's from Alejandro, the iguana smuggling Mexican. How do I know? Because it's in Spanish. Once we caught her, we tied a cannonball to her ankles and, well, let us just say that all contact has been cut off from her. That's so dark. Then what happened? Not much happened the next day. Nobody had seen us kill Miss Chrissy, so nobody suspected us. We had no problems until the night. What happened then? Well, let's just say we made a foolish mistake when killing our next victim. I gathered that when you showed up to Davy Jones' locker. Ha ha, very funny. We killed Miss Kara Cockatoo. How'd you do it? Spam! Spam. Lots of spam. Spam, spam, spammy spam. Too much spam. Too much. Poison spam. I see. So what was your foolish mistake? Joshua asked the cook for the spam. And the cook happens to be a detective, something we didn't know until later. Wow, Joshua. Epic fail! What? It's not my fault, I'm a highly irresponsible person sometimes. I suppose you did put on an interesting show before you were lynched. No, what did I do? I should have just made my own stinking spam. Hey. If they want a pirate, I'll give them a pirate. I'm doomed to die anyway, I might as well make it fun. So while the crew was preparing the noose, Joshua was preparing a costume. With a large piratey hat and his sword drawn, a long red curtain cape flowing out from behind. He certainly was an interesting sight to behold. Oh yeah. I am Sir Pirate Lord Joshua Payne Morgan, the Dreaded. Well, he certainly looks like a pirate. What's with this cape? No, darling, no capes, no capes. That's called in an airplane turbine or something. Not a cape, my dear. Curtain. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Who does he think he is? I am Oz, the great and powerful and dreaded. Who are you? This man has lost his senses. Let's end him quickly. Pirate! Pirate! I'm a dreaded pirate. You can't catch me! Ha 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 ha! They caught me in. What am I going to do with you? It was fun! Ugh. So, Demetrius, what happened once I was gone? Micah, a young cabin boy, grabbed my parrot JJ and pulled out a handful of her feathers. Then a sailor named Isaiah Johnson whacked him in the head. And another sailor, David Westbury, started jumping around and laughing loudly. This scared JJ much, and she flew right into one of the passengers, Brian. Once I got her under control, I started planning my next kill. Thank you for all of that useless information. Oh, useless information for the win! Yeah! So I decided to kill Daniel Blood that night. Daniel, what are you doing here? You didn't know I was the other detective, did you? Get him! Suddenly I was seized by 2 or 3 men, and my gun was knocked to the floor. I struggled, but it was no use. Many more figures emerged from the shadows. I was hopelessly outnumbered. Moments later, the rope was about my neck, and my last breath was squeezed out of me. Ouch! Well, we failed in taking over the ship, but at least we're all here together, right? Aye, Robert! And I suppose our story does make a pretty interesting story. Aye, Demetrius, and the crowd looks satisfied now. So what do you all want to do next? Robert, do you know any other stories? I do know this fable about a lion and a woodcutter. I've never heard that before. Oh, tell us! I will. Well, first, how do you feel about another round of root beer? And biscuits.